My name is Lena, and I am 32 years old. I live in a quiet town called Hilford, a small place with calm streets and slow mornings. I teach literature at a local community college. I never wanted to fall in love again.
Not after what happened last time.
My last relationship broke me in ways I still don't know how to explain. So, I made a promise to myself. No love, no feelings, just work. And for a long time it worked until Adrian walked into my classroom. He was 22, a new student. He had dark hair, gentle eyes, and a quiet way of paying attention that made you feel seen without him saying a word. From the first day, something inside me shifted. I tried to push the feeling away. He's just a student.
Don't look at him.
Don't think about him. But my heart never listened. Every morning, he came early and sat in the front row. Every time our eyes met, he smiled. I tried not to smile back, but sometimes I failed. One afternoon, after class, he walked up to my desk. "Miss Lena, do you need help carrying these books?" "I'm fine," I said quickly. He smiled softly. "I still want to help." And I let him. We didn't talk much on the walk to the staff room, but something about his presence felt calm, too calm. A comfort I hadn't felt in years. That night I sat alone in my apartment, thinking about him. "Stop it, Lena," I told myself. "He's your student. This is wrong." But the next morning, my heart lifted the moment he walked in. Days passed, and the feeling only grew stronger. One day he stayed after class again. He stood by my desk, quiet, almost shy. "I like your class," he said softly. You're a really good teacher." My face warmed. "Thank you." He hesitated, then whispered, "You look beautiful when you smile." My heart jumped. "Adrian, you can't say things like that. I'm your teacher." "I know. I just wanted to tell you."
He left.
I sat down, shaking. What was happening to me? I tried to act normal the next day. I taught. I smiled. But inside, I was a storm. I hated how much I waited for him to speak to me again. Later that afternoon at the campus cafe, he saw me. He walked over. "Can I sit with you?" I should have said no. I said yes. We talked about small things, life, books, living alone, feeling lonely. He said, "I don't have many friends, but I feel happy in your class." I looked down. "Adrian, we can't be close. You're my student." He nodded slowly. "I understand. I just like talking to you." That night, I barely slept. I realized the truth. I was lonely, truly lonely, and his kindness filled an empty space inside me. The next week he stayed after class again. "I know this is wrong," he said, "but I think about you a lot." My breath caught. "Adrian, please stop." But the truth? It didn't feel wrong. It felt warm. It felt alive. It felt like something I lost long ago. On a rainy Friday, class ended early. He stayed behind again. "I don't want to hurt you," he said. "I just want you to know how I feel." I said nothing. He whispered, "I think about you every day." I drove home in the rain and cried. I felt weak and alive and scared all at once. Weeks passed. My feelings did not fade. His didn't either. One day after school, he waited near the gate. "Please, Lena, just 5 minutes." We sat on a bench under the trees. "I don't want to be a problem," he said softly. "I just want to know how you feel." I stared at my hands. "I feel something. I do. But I don't want to."
He looked relieved.
"I knew it. But it makes everything harder," I whispered. He nodded. "What if we wait until the semester ends? Then I won't be your student anymore." I froze. He was serious. Not playing. Not pushing. He said, "I'll wait for you. Only if you want me to." My voice was barely a whisper. "I'll think about it."
And I did.
For many sleepless nights. When the semester ended, I handed out certificates. The students thanked me one by one. Finally, only Adrian stood there. "So, this is it," he said quietly. "You're no longer my student," I replied. He smiled softly.
No, I'm not.
We sat on the same bench outside. "I still feel the same," he said. Nothing changed. I took a long breath. "Me too." He smiled gently. "Can we maybe meet for coffee next week?" I nodded, and my heart trembled. A week later, we met at a small cafe. It felt strange hearing him say, "Hi, Lena." Not Mississippi, just Lena.
And it felt right.
We talked for hours. He listened. I laughed. For the first time in years, I felt truly seen. We met again the next week, and the week after. Walks, small talks, shared stories, quiet moments. He never acted like he wanted to impress me. He was simply Adrian, kind, patient, honest. One evening by the lake, he asked, "Do you think this is wrong?" "I don't know," I said. "Maybe before, yes.
But now?
Maybe not." He held my hand. "Strange timing," he whispered, "but maybe something good." And I believed him. When I finally told my sister, she asked, "Are you happy?" I said yes. She smiled. Then that's what matters. I felt lighter, like I could breathe again. Adrian brought me flowers one afternoon, yellow ones. "They reminded me of you," he said.
Bright.
Warm. For the first time in a long time, I felt worthy of love. We don't know what the future holds, but today, we choose each other.
Gently. Slowly.
Honestly, sometimes love breaks rules. Sometimes it comes at the wrong time. Sometimes it scares you. But sometimes love arrives when your heart is tired and brings you back to life. If this story touched your heart, please like, comment, and share. More emotional stories are coming soon.